Hey, welcome back to Big Country Living. This is Chris Dowd with Big Country Living. I promised you guys that with the fish that I caught today, that I was going to do a cooking show. Hey, so let's get started. I already got my grease going. I got two different pots because one is going to be with fries and the other is going to be with fish. So whatever grease I use for fish, I always separate them. That way I have fish grease and I have fish fry grease, because you don't want to mix those up because you can taste what you cook your grease in. So if you cook fries in fish grease, your fries are going to taste like fries and fish. So you don't want that. That's not good eats. So if you will, this is what I'm gonna show you guys how I make my my roux, or how I make my powder, or how I make my flour or meal. This right here is what I have. This is onion powder. You can use garlic powder too. This right here is going to be my Cajun peppers. This is slap your mama, but don't slap my mama because my mama slap you back. This is lemon pepper, and this right here is pepper. And look, this is a trick. Now, you guys look, hold on. I'm gonna show you a trick. I always brag on my cooking because I can cook like that. But I'm gonna tell you what, the right ingredients make the right things happen. This right here is not just cornmeal, but it's, look, self-rising yellow cornmeal mix. It's real thin, and it already has what you need to make that batter thick. So this is my catfish here. This is the catfish that I cut up earlier. So these are some of the fillets. Here's the ribs that I told you about that I'm gonna go ahead and cook. So let's get started. I don't do a lot of measuring. I grew up cooking with a black grandmother. So if you know the black culture, it's not a cup. It's a little bit of this and a little bit of that. So look, this is my meal. You always want to use enough meal that to go with the fish that you're gonna cook. That's actually more than enough meal that I need for this little bit of fish. My pepper next. I'll put my pepper in there, and my lemon pepper mix, lemon pepper season blends. Ooh, right there. And slap your mama is one of my favorite seasonings. Don't want to put too much because you don't want it salty. Onion powder. Like I said earlier, you can go with garlic. That's the thing. That's the stuff about this pepper. It ain't no joke. It's gonna make you choke. Look, mixing it up. While I'm mixing it up, I'm gonna tell you, if you want a real good batter, do not use wet fish. Dry your fish off, let it sit out a little bit to dry off. So when you mix it, it's ready to go. Because if you put water along with flour on fish or chicken and put it in, what's going to happen is it's going to flake. So if you dry your chicken or your fish or whatever you're using, you'll get a better crisp with it. Now I'm going to go ahead and go with the fillets, bone out. I'm going to go ahead and stick them all in there. You know what? Yeah, that'll do. I don't want to put too much in there. I shake it. Now, guys, I don't measure too much because I do it so much. I already know how to do it. I already know just about what I need. Come on over here. I'm gonna drop this in. You want that to start frying just like that. Shake a lot of that meal off. And another thing about cooking, you want to time everything to cook about the same time. Your fries and your meal, your fries and your fish or your chicken or whatever you're cooking, you want to make sure you measure it, the time, and make sure that they come out about the same time, because it's nothing worse than having hot fish and you still waiting on fries. So look, be careful. That right there is fries with frozen fries. It's going to automatically do that. If you're a cook, you know to move back when you put it in. Now, people will tell you, oh, you can't put a lot of fries in there. Oh, it ain't going to come out soggy. That's because you don't know how to cook. That's like people cooking a lot of eggs and saying, oh, it's not going to cook right. You have a method. It's a method to your madness. I can tell how many fries I can put in. Put the camera over this. You see how it's still coming up in the middle and it's lower on the outside? That means that my temperature is still hot. So this is my fillet knife. I'm just going to use that to stir this around. I can actually put more fries in there, but hey, I'm not. Now, having a Japanese grandmother, I do a lot of Japanese cooking, so I love using some different utensils. And let's see. This is what we use in the wok a lot of the time, but it's great with fried foods. I have a lot of stuff sitting out. This is for my fish, and this is gonna be for my fries. If you look at my fries, you see that? See how crispy those fries are? They're crispy. They're not overcooked. You see that fish, how it's looking good? I'm gonna let it cook a little bit more, just a little bit more. Cause this is what Big Country does. Also, I want to thank my daughter for filming. She's my videographer now, so whenever I need somebody to hold the camera and film me, she's happy to do it for a percentage. She does get paid for it, believe me. Now, I always keep a towel because this is nothing but powder, but it doesn't look all good, so I normally just wipe it off. That's the thing, that's the reason why I like this. You see that? I can hold that over there, shake as much off as I can. And the stove god does not get my fries. Not today. I still see a little dropping. I do this until it stops dropping. It's a method to my madness. There's 3 more fries in there that I want to get. I shake this up. We got to get it cooking right. I want to take as many fries and stuff as I can, because what I don't want to do is I don't want it to start burning. You know, you leave other fries in there when you're cooking fries. The ones that's left there are going to start burning. Now, as soon as I do that, I'm going to go ahead and yes, that's looking good. I'm going to hold that there. It's got a little hook on it. Let's see. We're going to take, this is what I use salt. This is my salt container. I'm going to do this. Let me see. Let me see if I can do it. My hands are clean. I'm gonna toss my fries around, and I can use my bucket and do that. Guys, is that enough fries for everybody?
Yes, enough fries.
We don't need any more?
Well, we need a lot, so yeah,
A little more? Okay.
Yeah. You Big Country living, so you do whatever you want.
There you go. So look, I shake my fish around, and I'm shaking around so I can get this under it. I want to get just about all my fish. These are my tongues, because there's always one piece that don't want to come out with the rest of them. You see how crispy that is? Look at that, and golden brown and crisp. Oh my God, look at that. Oh, and now if I wanted this to have a double crisp to it, I could use eggs, you know. But again, eggs is wet. You don't really have to use eggs to get crispy chicken or crispy fish. You don't have to do it. And the more oil I let drop down here, the less oil is going to be on my fish and the crispier it's going to be. This is Big Country Living. Look at that. Oh. Tell me that ain't good. Put that on the side. Cook always have to taste this food. If you don't taste your food and you the cook, I don't want to eat your food. Here's the real pieces. It has the bones right here in it. The rest of that is just pure meat. I can cut this off, but when you cook it, that meat is gonna tense up and those bones will come right out. I'm gonna go ahead and put them all in there, the whole fish and the ribs, because they're all gonna go in there together. Look at that. Got them over there moving around. Because this is the way we cook. This, like, shake it back now. Stop. Y'all gonna hear my music. I have my song coming out. Big Country Living, yeah. It's gonna be something like that. I got my singers that's gonna sing it and put it on the intro. It's gonna be my intros and everything. Now again, I'm shaking this. I'm shaking this one. And you see how I kept the tails on? You see them tails? Woo! Look at that. Now for Big Country Living, we do a lot of competition. If it's barbecue, it's usually barbecue, but I love cooking. So I'm thinking giving a challenge to anybody out there for Big Country Living, to all the rest of the YouTubers. If you guys want to, we can get together and have a cook-off. You know, we set the food that we need in the cook-off, what we're gonna cook, and we all go for it. And we let people, and we do it by a number system where people don't know who's cooking what. It's all a number system, and you let the public judge. I'm willing to do that. I love the competition. Look at that. Oh my God. Shaking that. That's my shake and bake. Thing is hot. Now, this, people ask all the time, can you keep this to next time? You can, but anytime I know there's going to be a meat or food particles in there, I'm not going to want to keep it because that can spoil and that can cause pathogenic bacteria can get in that, and pathogenics are what make you sick. You know, there's pathogenic and non-pathogenic bacteria. And non-pathogenic is just no disease causing. Pathogenic is pathogens or disease causing bacteria. So you know, in other words, look, bro, you don't need this. This stuff is cheap. If you're camping out and you're gonna be fishing for the weekend, keep it. Keep it in the cooler. Close this up. Keep it in the cooler in your ice chest. Nothing will happen. But I'm at home. You keep this for a week like that, you know, but I'm at home, so it's gone. That rhymed, didn't it? I'm at home, so it's gone. Why? Because if you're keeping it, it's wrong. And I can make a rap and make this song. when we was younger, we used to rap all the time. We thought we was something. So now I got hot fish, I got hot fries. Everybody can start eating, you know, because it's all hot. Now I got some other stuff coming out, but this right here could start getting ate up, and you'll have no problem. You'll get hot fish, and you get hot fries, and you don't have to worry about having one thing cold and one thing not. Oh my God! Look, Lowry's is great for pork chops, chicken, a steak, you know, anything like that. Slap Your Mama's is great for anything seafood, And you can put it with your pork chops too if you wanted to, but I just love it on seafood. You can make your own like I do, but I didn't want to brag too much. But hey, look, thank you guys for tuning in for Big Country Living. This is my catfish. This is how I do it. Oh my God. And these are my fries. Oh. Can you hear that? Oh my God. Crispy hot. Woo, it's hot. Love you guys. Let me know what else you guys want me to do. Thanks for joining in. Chris Dowd with Big Country Living.